Hello again to the biggest scratchers on the earth. How are you guys today? This is Chris here again, back with another tutorial from Coding with Chris. And today we want to continue on part 3 of our shooter game tutorial. If you have not watched part 1 and part 2 yet, go ahead and watch them. I'm going to put a link down in the description, and also I'm going to show you some kind of a card on the top here. But yeah, so let's get started with today's part. What I want to do is to create a meteor rain effect, or like some sort of a meteorite that is going to pass through here, and then our spaceships or battle or whatever you want to call them. I call them player here. They have to just basically dodge them or destroy them. Of course, I'm going to add to their score if they're able to destroy them rather than just dodging them, But again, a lot of the rules within the game, it's up to you guys and how you want to do it. But what I have in mind is to just kind of make a meteor shower from down up here, and then, just kind of passes through from the top to the bottom. So let's go ahead and create a kind of a meteor, like a shape. You can actually kind of you can go and get from the sprites. I think there's a sprite for meteor. I'm not sure. I forgot it. But I'm gonna make a very simple one. Also, at the same time, maybe you can learn how to use this reshape tool. So what I'm gonna do first, just draw a circle. Sorry, and I'll change the color to sort of a grayish color, like that. I think that's good. So what is this reshape tool? So if you click on it and just gonna click on your circle, you'll see that different spots appear. But if you click on the sides again, or on this kind of a border line, you can click and drag and you can reshape this whole thing. You see, like, you're able to completely control how this thing looks like. Doing this, you're able to kind of create different kinds of stones or whatever you want to call them. And I'm gonna create maybe a couple of spots on the top of it as well, maybe a little bit brighter. Make the size 10 is fine, I guess, but I'll make a kind of a different size spots. Make it here, something like that. So this is my my meteor. It's a little bit too big right now. Also, you guys should make a couple of more shapes. I'm gonna do only one shape for now, but you guys should do more shapes or more costumes here, so that later they're gonna look like different when they're raining from the top. But let me actually kind of show you what I mean. I'm gonna duplicate this one and change the shape a little bit. Hopefully you guys kind of understand what I mean later. Let's do that. Okay, cool. So something like that. So this is my different shape. So I got two shapes. All right, two shapes of meteorites. I'm gonna call it meteor. All right, let's go to the code. So again, like I said, let's make it first smaller, 60%, or even smaller, 55%. Okay. What this has to do is basically it needs to go on top here. However, it just kind of starts cloning itself, and then when it clones, it needs to start falling down. So in the very beginning, we'll say when we start. And of course, I'm going to make this one random. I'm not going to have like meteor showers all the time. It's just going to be sometimes that I'm going to have it. And I'll tell you how to do it for now. But in the very beginning, what I want to do, in the very beginning, forever, we want to get, basically, we want to move this thing on top of here. All right. So what I'll do is that I'll say, first of all, we'll hide it. We'll hide it so that we don't see it on the top there. And then we'll say it should change the x, all right, by a random number. So change or set x to from negative, let's say from negative 212 to positive 212. So I'll get a random operator. I'll say from negative 212 to positive 212. So, and then if I kind of wait here 1 second, I'm just going to show you what this will do. Look at here. So in this case, you see, it just kind of goes along the top. It just goes to different positions randomly. And then what I want to do every time it goes to the different position is that I want to start a clone of it. All right. So in this case, I want to go ahead and say start a clone. So create a clone of myself. Create a clone of myself. And then when the clone starts, I want it to repeat until, usually it just kind of goes right here. I want to repeat until touching the edge or touching either one of these things. So say repeat until touching, we want to get one touching edge, another touching player 1, another touching player 2. And then what will happen is we get an OR operator, or actually 2 of them. Put this one on one side, and so then we'll put this entire thing inside of here. So it's gonna, what I wanted to do is just kind of move down until it's touching any of these. And then if it's touching any of them, then it's just gonna delete itself. So we'll say change y by negative, maybe negative 10. And then if it touches any of them, just gonna delete the clone. So delete this clone. Let's try that. Oh, also I want to hide this in the beginning, but I want to show it when the clone starts. So let's try that. So you guys can see that now it just kind of creates this effect of like meteors dropping. Also, we want to make sure the shape changes. You see right now all the shapes are the same. So what I'll do is that when the clone starts, I just want to kind of switch to a different shape. Switch to or you can say where is it? Switch to costume here. Switch to costume 2 or costume 1, but actually what we want to do is to switch to a particular costume number. All right. So if we provide like a random number here, then we're able to kind of basically make it a little bit more unpredictable. So we say switch costume 2, and then we provide a random number between 1 and 2. And we put it right here. Let's try that. Oh, by the way, I need to kind of change my costume names. This is 2, and this is 1. And it should work now. Alright, it is still not working. Maybe I should put it there. Maybe I should put this one right here. Yeah, this is another one of those mistakes that you guys might learn from me. Alright, still. Oh, of course. Alright. Sorry guys, I didn't see the number. I picked 1 to 1, so of course that wouldn't change. But in any case, now it is changing costume. Also, right now the speed of coming down is a little bit too fast, so I'm going to change it to -5. That is a little bit better, and it's just kind of working well. Also, I think I want to set the size to a random size as well. So what I'll do is that I'll say set size to, when that starts, to a random number maybe between 40 to 55. Okay, I think it's working. Yep, it is working. So, or maybe even smaller, like 30 and 55. All right, good. So we have now different sizes of meteors, just showering down. And then what we want to do is that, we want to also be able to just kind of, hit them as well. So what needs to happen is that we need to add a few more ores here. So basically touching, any of our bullets. So get more ore here and get touching bullet right or bullet left. So if it is touching bullet right or bullet left, so which is for our player 1, we also want to add a score for player 1, but then just gonna delete the clone. So I'll say if touching that, then go ahead and add to my player 1's score. So player 1 score changed by 1. And then delete this clone. And we'll duplicate this. And we'll say if it's touching bullet right 2 and bullet left 2, we want to change the player 2 score, and then again delete this clone. So in this case, you guys can see if this player, if I just kind of hit a, if I hit a meteorite here. Wait a second. Let's let one of them come here. You see, now I just kind of got a score right there. You see that? And you can just kind of continue doing this. And also, I think you guys should like add a sound effect as well. Like I'm not gonna add a sound effect right now, but I think you guys can just add a sound effect. So yeah, this is a meteorite that we can have inside of here. Oh, by the way, how can we make it a little bit more random, or rather, just kind of make it appear only sometimes? So the way we do it is that first I'm gonna set a like a timer here. So I'll say time. Of course, you can use the timer variable here, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna set my own. And what we'll do is that we'll make those things appear maybe in like certain intervals. So inside of here, we'll say that only if the time has has gotten to 0, then we want to kind of start kind of showing those stuff. So I'll say if time is equal to 0, then we want to do this. Also, I don't think I want to do this like all the time. Maybe I just want to kind of repeat this maybe let's say 15 or 20 times, and then that's it. So I'll say maybe repeat, okay, 15 times I think is enough. And then after that, we're just gonna set the timer back to another, like a set interval. So here I'm gonna say set time to maybe, let's say 60. Set time to 60, but then the way we want to change our timer is through basically kind of waiting here and then decreasing the time. So in the beginning, also in the very beginning, we want to set the time to 60. And then here we'll say change time by -1, but then wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. All right. So let's try that. So you can see that now, my time is just kind of decreasing. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to put it at 10. See what will happen. So 9, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And then it should start showering that thing. It will do it 15 times, so it will create 15 meteors. And then after that, it's just going to set the timer back to 60 seconds, which then is going to stop it. And you can see that now the showering has stopped. So this one I'm going to set it back to 60, so that in the beginning it also takes like every 60 seconds to do that. You can change this one to maybe a random number to make it a little bit more unpredictable when the things are going to just shower down. But in my case, I'm just going to keep it as is to just kind of keep things clean. Okay, guys. So this was the code for today. I hope you guys learned something. Definitely something that can be easy to achieve, but at the same time, might have a little bit of complexity. So spend some time thinking about the code and what it is doing. If you see any problem with my code, or if you have any suggestions, please make sure you comment down below. Also, if you want to see more of your friends also maybe learning along with you, make sure you share this video with them. Give me a thumbs up to support the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. And until the next video, to all of you, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and goodbye.